What is up, sports fans? I'm Rene Garza Jr.
And I'm Freddie Guevara.
And welcome to another exciting episode of Tailgate 956, a show that covers sports across the Valley and the Lone Star State. Now, as you can tell, we have the great Tony the Tank Martinez and his wonderful coach, Joe Gonzalez. And before we get started on this awesome interview, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Apogee Comics, the best in independent comic books. If you're looking for a great read, make your next comic book Apogee. Find Apogee Comics all throughout social media and on their website at www.apogeecomics.com.
And Rick's Auto Shop for all your auto repair needs.
Located in Brownsville and Indiana Street. Now, let's welcome to the show, Tony the Tank Martinez.
Thank you.
Very special guest.
Thank you, Tailgate, for having me here. My team.
Yes,
It's a
it's a
pleasure, man.
pleasure, man. It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
So, man, we were blown away with your fight against Eduardo Gonzalez.
Yes.
Yeah. Phenomenal fight as you went in there and you demonstrated works of a champion. Like it was awesome. We were blown away, completely blown away.
109, if I remember correctly. 108. 108.
Yeah, I still got that.
One second.
Man.
Should I make you?
No, it went great. You know, I enjoyed this last fight. With my respect for Eduardo Gonzalez. Sorry about that, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, thank you, man.
No, yeah, they both demonstrated great skills in that ring. It was phenomenal. Like me and Freddie were like, "Oh, it's a heavyweight bout." We're like, "Nice." We're blown away. We're hoping to see a heavyweight bout.
Yeah.
We finally saw
Representing the big boys.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. Well, talk us through that process. How did you prepare for that fight?
You know, it went pretty good actually. We tried a lot of new stuff during our camp this last fight, and you know, I told the coach, "Hey, I'm ready for this next bout." This past one, and we got ready, worked on conditioning and all that. You know, it's now becoming a major for me. You know, that way I can last those rounds and provide you guys an even better show. And but yeah, we got ready, and as soon as I felt the firepower coming back, I just had to put. I need to use bigger rounds then.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Not that you need the extra time in the ring, but what is it that you saw that you changed in since when you started till now? What are the kind of things that you went ahead and switched up?
Well, I think I want to say one of the main things that I changed is it's now I'm more patient. I used to come out, you know, like swinging and throwing, you know, as soon as I started.
Yeah.
But now it's more like I'm looking for those and you know, the way Coach Alfredo Medina and shout out to Coach Alfredo from Brownsville Medina's Brownsville Boxing Club. He's shown me a lot of tips and tricks, you know, for this fights, and we've applied them during the fights, and then it's working out.
The techniques
Yeah,
now here and there,
Yeah.
you know, a little flow here and there, and I see sometimes that would helps, and sometimes, you know, aggressive fighter, you know, it's good, but you know, you know, when you get to those harder fights and everying, you know,
and honestly, us big guys, we gotta distribute that fuel we get throughout the round. We gotta distribute that fuel.
And that's what I was gonna say. In that case, to go ahead and wait for that opening and to use that to your advantage. And that's definitely, we definitely saw it.
Oh, we definitely saw it. I'm like, man, he is fast. That's what's awesome to see when it comes to a heavyweight bout.
Yeah.
Like fast hands, fast conditioning. Because we're like, we seen your opponent. I'm like, oh, he might have a speed advantage. Nope. Like you like a sniper, you directly just landed that hit.
Yeah.
And we were also seeing the highlights with Joseph Garcia.
Yes.
The previous fight.
Chino.
Chino.
Shout out, brother.
Shout out to Chino. Yeah. How you pretty much broke his blocking and directly went boom with the momentum and hit. Just struck him down completely.
That was a crazy last hit I threw out there. I think I Superman punched it. I remember doing it.
Yeah.
A lot of people said it was a tackle, but it was an actual punch. You know.
Yeah. No. We look at the highlights. I'm like, whoa, that was intense. Like, we gotta see that fight. And we were watching it. I'm like, okay.
No, but you say whoa from TV.
Yeah.
They should be in that corner.
Yeah. Means there was another thing.
And just to add, guys, like every conditioning, you only see what Tank does in the ring.
Yeah.
But every conditioning is different. Mm-hmm. And what do I mean by that? It will have the advantage. A coach has an advantage to get material and the other boxers, right? To see how they move. Mm-hmm. Even though it's a debut, obviously they come with some way of preparedness to the ring to face Tank, right?
Yes.
So it's not only, Tank is practicing the same thing. No, because we got to see if the fighter is going to fight with his left, with his right. What is he using the most, right? What kind of jabs? Is it a jab to keep a distance? Is it a jab to try to hurt and make a combo? So the trainings, the camps that the coach Medina uses with Tank every time is different. Mm-hmm. You only see Tank in the ring, but the camps, every fight is more intense.
Yes.
Tank has to go to a discipline, not only, and I say this openly, not only in the diet that he does, because obviously we want to meet that weight, when we do the weigh-in, but also in conditioning. Every conditioning has to be better than the last fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so you see Tank slimming,
mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also say, whoa, wait a minute. I got to slim them down, but meet the weight, but get them in better condition. Mm-hmm. Because, and I'm going to say this, and I hope everybody are excited, now Tank is going to fight 6 rounds. Ooh, so now he's moving now from 4 rounds to 6.
That's two more. On
this. Exactly. Yeah. But you know what 2 more rounds is?
More.
That's more for him.
Yeah.
More conditioning, more preparation. Fundamentals of any sport, discipline, and fundamentals, right? That discipline includes that conditioning for him to be ready to face off. His opponents are going to be harder. Right now, we're going to talk about other surprises that we have, right, as we go on with the show. But there's a lot of tension and a lot of eyes now looking at the Tank now.
I wouldn't imagine why. I wouldn't imagine why.
And then when we talk about the surprise, imagine it's hard to get that opportunity, but it's even harder to maintain it, to keep it, right? Yes. Because now you're getting fighters and say, hey, I want you because you have what I want. Yeah. So again, you mentioned how it was different. It was a more intense camp. And it's about to get more intense now because of what what he was offered, right? As a team, what we got offered, the intensity, the discipline, the pressure that Coach Medina is going to be putting on Tony now is going to be heavier.
More intense.
He's going to have more.
We started already, like 3 days after the fight, so.
You're like, I feel it already.
So that's another one.
No rest of the weekend. Let's go.
No tacos.
Hey, Thanksgiving, I was like,
this is.
You should have seen. I was eating a hamburger. He would just look at me. I'm like, you can.
Not even a bite. Come on.
Let me smell it.
La lettuce y la burger.
Just smell it and eat the lettuce. But I can imagine how it's hard to go ahead and prepare for, because each fighter is, like you said, different. And not only that, once you go ahead and accumulate and be on top, to stay, like you said, stay on top. I can already see where he's going. These fights were amazing, and staying there on top of that, the new coming fighters adjust to them and stuff.
And his record, your record is right now
4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
But you buy me 4-1. How did that record came out
in 1 year?
You know what I'm saying?
1 year.
A record that 4 fights. I've been with him for the last 3 fights.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell me what I done as my job. I'm a nurse myself of 22 years. Uh-huh. I'm his cutman. I just go to enjoy the fight. So I don't do anything, right?
Yeah.
And it sounds funny,
It's
but for
good,
all
but-
your audience, why do I mention this? And I want to make sure people know that he's knocking people down in the first round.
Yeah.
No, we've been
That's
seeing
kind
that,
of that's the kind of discipline, that's the kind of boxer he is. He's dedicated and he shows in the ring. So a lot of these opportunities come because he has shown what he can do. So yes, some people say, it's a short record. Yeah, but look at how he's done it.
Yeah.
How many heavyweights right now can say they have a knockout
I'm not gonna
in
lie
a
to you.
minute,
even-
in 50 seconds? Not too many.
Not even in that, not even the record itself. I still think that's an amazing record because it's very hard to come about just that record. 4-1.
Yeah.
Even fighting, like you said,
He takes the hit, not me.
I mean, yeah, it's easier for me to see it. For me. But yeah,
They're like, do this. We're like, all
Hey,
right, hold on.
we do yell at him on the ring. This last one was hilarious. You know, he's fighting Gonzalez, right?
You won't notice all the fights.
And-
I'll probably smile during the fight, you know. But
Pay attention. Have you all seen the fight?
yeah.
Okay, now pay attention to the voices, and you're gonna hear Coach Medina and I, right? He's looking at me. He's like, Joe. I'm turning around. I'm like, why are they laughing? I'm like, Coach, I don't know. And he turns around. He's like, ¿Por qué te ríes? No es un juego. And then I turn around. Ya duérmelo. So it gets pretty intense, right? Because
Yeah.
we see, and I think when he hears us, right?
Mhm.
And we always tell him, if you see it, go for it.
go for it.
And that's why you saw those speed,
Yeah.
hits already, because he saw it.
Yeah, he saw the opening and he
Don't
just took
don't
advantage
be
of it.
don't be an aggressive fighter
Mhm.
if there's nothing there for you.
Yeah.
But if you see that opening and you know you can take them, go for it, right? So he saw the opportunity, and there it goes.
And definitely took it.
Definitely, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely took it.
Yes.
I thought he was gonna go, continue after that hit. And he got up, and after I saw the red,
Yeah.
all right,
No,
I
we,
think
we,
that's
we, when we saw, we're like, oh no, he's
He's
done.
done.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done. You literally sat him down, except.
Haven't seen that.
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
What we were laughing is that talking about Smiley is that
Yeah.
he was smiling all the way up.
Yeah, we were saying that. We were like,
he
he's just smiling the
he
whole
was
time.
smiling the whole
Yeah,
time.
I'm always smiling, like I don't know, I can't stop. I've tried already, but I'm always happy, I try to avoid stress and all that. That's one of the main things that it will actually affect you during a fight. Fighting stressful or anything like that. You're just thinking about, you're trying to force it. You will do mistakes.
Yeah.
'Cause you get
So
anxious.
we're doing what we love. Might as well enjoy it and do something good about it.
True.
Mhm.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
I agree.
Yeah. And even at that, going in stressed into a fight,
Yeah.
you're not focused on that. You're focused on something else.
Yes.
And that's where mistakes happen.
Yeah.
And
They
that's
caught
where
you off guard.
They catch you off guard. You end up getting more hurt.
Yep.
So it's with a loss and injuries. So,
Yes.
yeah. So all that training can go out the window directly. It's
Yep.
like that.
Definitely.
But man, it was a great fight. What got you into boxing? What got the tank rolling as it?
I actually I used to box when I was younger. I'm 33 years old, and I'm a lot more seasoned than other fighters there.
I'm more than you.
But honestly, I don't think if you see most of these fighters up there right now with titles and everything, they're out there in the 40s. So heavyweight actually go pretty longer, distance when it comes to boxing.
Mhm.
And I started as a cutman for one of my friends, Emilio Quiroz. Shout out, brother.
Shout out.
And I actually started with them, and I was gonna help him out. I helped him out, for one of his fights as a cutman.
Mhm.
And me doing it back then and helping him out and checking that atmosphere, it just
Called to you.
yeah, it called me back,
Yeah.
and I started at about 427 pounds, and I've shaved off easily about 90 pounds of since then, and so I fell in love with the sport, and obviously after my first win, we got the win by KO lost my second one, but I didn't see myself stopping there. You know, I it just stuck back of my head. Just keep on pushing. You got more to show, and I think that helped me out with this following fights, the past three that I've had to show what I got. You know, make a comeback to what
grow,
what I can actually do. Yes.
I think it's way harder to go ahead and get up from a loss than from a win.
Yeah.
A win, you keep on going, but a loss teaches you a lot more on what you can do, how you can grow, and just for you coming back from that and still keeping going, motivating. I think you made the right choices, and I mean, you look. He even says it yourself. You've adjusted, and that's the best thing. You did. You prevailed. You prevailed.
Yeah. And it's been phenomenal, as you said. Like the good news. Shall we say about the good news? So you guys say you had some good news?
Oh yeah, definitely. We have some good news.
So Tailgate 956 exclusive.
Yeah, nobody knows this. Nobody knows this.
Breaking news. Like, can we give a drum roll?
We got offered a title for this next fight.
Yeah.
This actually, as soon as I got down from the ring, one of our friends, Mr. Islas, from WWBO, offers us a title for this next match, and pues I'm actually getting ready for a 6-rounder. Obviously, we're training for more than 6 rounds, and we're looking pretty good. So that's the news.
Be over prepared and
be better be over prepared than under prepared.
Yes, of course.
And especially when it comes to a title fight like that.
Yes.
Now you're saying like heavyweights last a lot longer, and it's true because I've heard when it comes to fighting that weight cutting is like one of the worst enemies of any fighter.
Oh, actually, for heavyweights, yes, I know. Like, I'm one of the big guys here in the Valley, and anything over 201 pounds, you're considered a heavyweight. You can be 400, 500, or 201, and you'll be having a match. It doesn't matter if you're over 201, you can face anybody over that weight. All right, and I have the weight and the power pushing me, helping me out with it, and I think I can make something good out of it. Keep on showing what I do, and to all of you that being out there on those fights, you've seen how I get those people up during my fights. It's amazing. I love everybody out there, and one of the persons that a couple of persons that I want to actually give a big thanks to and a shout out to, it's Rolo and Juarez Promotions that they took care of me. They brought me in to their fights, and they keep I give them the event, and they just keep calling me, and I keep working with them, and it's been really good. So a big shout out to Juarez and Rolo's Promotions.
Shout out.
And great that they gave you opportunities, and you took it, and that's good that you used them.
Yeah. So, do you have any news of who your opponent might be, or is it like a title holder, or is it just like the title?
So,
it's like up for grabs. Like,
what I've heard is it's a vacant title.
It's a vacant title.
So it's something we're gonna be fighting for, and there's a couple of guys out there that there's names already. We're not 100% sure, confirm of who it is, but definitely as soon as we get any info on that, I'll give it back to you guys.
Definitely
put it up there.
We'll to the fans.
We'll post it. We'll definitely post it, and we want to go ahead but nonetheless, the fight is gonna be on February
8th at the Pain Arena.
So don't miss it. If you have an opportunity, you don't want to miss that title fight.
If you guys were at the last Pain Arena fight we had, it was great. It was
definitely.
full.
Definitely.
It went really great. And obviously this past one at SPI, having a bike fest and all kinds of fest up there, and having a casino night, it's something. It's something that
good times roll.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything.
Like Paul Senior was there from Chopper. He made his presence into the ring. Actually, so it was not only an event, but it was a show for people not to miss.
I've always loved that Widow Chopper that he had. The spider. Spider-Man. That was a beauty.
That's like the signature one.
Signature one.
He didn't took it over there, but I know what you're talking about.
Man.
But yeah, definitely, and everything. Like I said, a big shout out to Hunters Roller Promotions. Now, they make the shows, and if you've been to one of them, you guys know what you're getting into. They're pretty good shows.
And just like they helped you, I think you've helped them out too. Because man, you put up more than a show.
From intro to like entrance to the whole.
You know, this last one was my first. This last fight was my first entrance like that. You know, coming out. Those were my kids actually.
I was about to say, you have your kids.
Yeah, I have my kids. You know, with my banner coming out.
Yeah,
I love that. We loved it. We loved it. Yeah,
I think you know, I'm a family man. I love boxing and everything. I do love boxing and you know, seeing my kids come out with my banner. And obviously my mini fan from Prime Power. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was the one with the gloves.
Yeah.
Seeing them come out, you know, telling me, "Hey, Dad, you got this. You know, you're gonna win." Or like that just fueled me like never before in a fight. So I just felt that energy, you know, and I had to, man. I had to win, you know. So yeah, you know, shout out to my kids.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Now we saw that from the entrance. You know, your family coming out, the intensity of the fire. You were locked in.
I was locked in.
You were locked in, definitely.
As soon as I heard that song coming,
let's
go.
It's on. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
But yeah, I love your entrance. You love the entrance of the whole.
We're probably gonna surprise with something else on this one, so
can't wait to see it.
We'll see, maybe something live or something. We'll think of something.
Okay, hey, we're looking forward to that.
Looking forward, definitely.
And we have the fights. We have 2 fights right now on social media as well, where people can see them. We have our own podcast.
Nice,
I'll give you the name later, or if it's okay for us to mention it.
Yeah, of course.
Joe Rocky Podcast.
Nice.
That's also the podcast that we have, where I try to promote a lot of Tank. He has a little bit of everything, but mainly we're concentrating on, you know, boosting him up. People that don't have the chance to see it, you know, to go there. Pretty soon we're gonna start showing the fights live on YouTube. For those people that are not able to attend, you know, and they are subscribed to the channel. Again, people subscribe to Tailgate, right?
Yeah.
Come on, So hopefully we'll be able, you know, to start working on that to use YouTube as a channel to show his fights as well.
Fights and interviews and everything. You know.
Many boxers are going to be coming in, weigh-ins, conference. Everything is going to be posted in live.
Yeah.
Nice. No, man, that's awesome.
That sounds like a great opportunity. A great opportunity for other people that can make it or unfortunately would love to make it but can't make it and would have to see it from home.
Yeah, but Tailgate has to be there, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, we'll be there.
We'll be the house.
We definitely.
No.
We already talked about it.
I'm gonna make an announcement right here. We're gonna have to do a show in our podcast.
Nice.
Two.
All right.
Awesome.
Take you out there with Tank.
All right.
And 2 other boxers, right? So you all can have some fun, and you know, give us the opportunity to interview you as well. You are doing something good here, and people need to know.
Yeah,
you know what you all do, promoting, you know, boxing here in the Valley. Boxers that are coming from the Valley, you know, good talent. And you all make this possible through your channel. So, hey, why not give us the opportunity for, you know, our side of the audience to get to see you all as well.
That would be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And that's why we do this, because we want to give that spotlight to different sports, especially boxing. That is very like, you know, we need that RGV, you know, backup RGV. You know what? We have a lot of talent, and look, hey, here's a great talent. We want to show them off, and we gotta show everybody else what the RGV has.
What we're all about. And perfect example. Perfect example. Yes, there are a lot of great fighters that are here in the Valley. Shout out.
Juarez brothers, Omar and Sebastian. Shout out, brothers.
Juarez brothers.
The Juarez brothers.
Yeah, definitely. And we like to put the spotlight on it, like my co-host was saying here, Freddie. Like we like to show that, hey, the Valley has great fighters, great sports talent, and they, you know, the RGV, something to look at.
Yeah.
We got some killers. We got some fighters.
Don't overlook us.
Don't overlook us. Don't count us out.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
And I know we were talking a little bit before. And talking about this title match,
Mhm.
I mean, I know you were telling me it's a little bit more complicated than just any title match.
Yeah.
You know, can you talk to us a little bit more about
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying this because obviously Tank has proven himself that he got what it takes
obviously
to get in the ring, right?
obviously,
I mean,
yeah,
not too many people can say that they have 4 knockouts,
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
right? And a lot of people want to say, well, Canelo does, right? I mean, Mike Tyson, yes, guys, but if we really think about it, he's also a professional boxer, just like
yeah.
Canelo.
Oh yeah,
Not because he's not in the spotlight over there in Vegas doesn't mean he's not.
exactly.
Why do I say it's difficult? Because Coach Medina and I talked about it, and it's not now he knows there's an opportunity. But do you think he's thinking of that title?
I'm just focused on
He's
my
not.
training.
Yeah.
We cannot, and when I say we, his corner,
Yeah, we're a team.
especially
Yeah.
Coach Medina when they're training,
Mhm.
we cannot have him thinking, "Oh, I got a shot,"
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now he's 100%. He's gonna have to give 200.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the hardest thing is gonna come when he wins the title because we know we're gonna win the title.
Obviously,
Because now,
Yes.
like I mentioned, is
Uh-huh.
he's gonna be the spotlight for the heavyweights.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
His job, not only as a team that we represent Tony, right, and Tony, but now his fans, all the people, you all supporting him by giving them this opportunity to interview. Now he has to show his fans, hey, I got the title for me, my family, the team, but also for you all.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, can you retain that title? Because his fans are gonna want him to retain that title.
Yeah.
So then, when all those eyes turns on him,
Mhm.
now it's more pressure for him. The level of training is harder. Again, it's like a ladder, guys. What happens every time you go higher? The pressure feels more, right?
Mhm.
It's the same thing that can happen to a boxer
Definitely.
when you get to those levels, and now you holding a title.
yeah.
You start
You
swimming in
know,
deeper waters.
who's Pretty Boy? Oh no, who has a title right now? Pretty Boy. Yes, and then Sebastian. So these guys, they've been called out before.
Mhm.
Why? Because they hold that title.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen to Tank?
They're gonna, yeah.
You don't think Chino's going to call him out again?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You don't think Eduardo's going to try to call him again?
Mhm.
Or different fighters, or the ones that already fought before, they're going to say, now I want you again. I want a rematch, or I want a shot at that title. So again, that's why I mentioned that the pressure comes in. For him, it's going to be harder because he has to win it and then retain it.
Definitely. Yeah, because
Definitely.
along with that shiny title, it also a shiny
I
target.
just gotta keep the same, doing my thing at the gym.
Mhm.
I'm actually I'm almost there every day. And probably if anything, it's probably just take a Sunday off every other weekend,
Mhm.
But during the week I try to be there at least 3 4 hours. And I put my time in, and whenever I'm there I'm trying to you know it's like if I'm training for an actual title fight, even though it wasn't a title or anything, like I train like if it was. And it's been showing this past fights, and I've been giving y'all what you wanted,
definitely.
and I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like you said, you say you're smiling in the ring because it's a passion.
Yeah.
And if you don't love what you do, you wouldn't be smiling.
Not everybody gets to do what we do, and it's a big responsibility, you know, um, discipline and everything, we got to go through in order to be up there. And a big shout out to everybody that actually goes up in the ring, to show what they can actually do, because not everybody
And
has what
working
it takes,
full time.
No, like yeah, like you said, hey, it's not easy having 4 wins, nonetheless being knockouts.
Yeah.
So I mean, not like all these things is not everybody can do it. You know what I mean?
No.
Not everybody can do it. And you know what? Even though like you said, whoever goes up there, shout out to anybody that does it, because it takes a lot to go ahead
Yes,
and
it
do
does.
this.
Yeah.
And being a father, being a full-time employee,
Still on top of
and
it.
yet
Still
still
on top of
delivers those wins.
Yeah.
So that you have the heart and determination in
Yes,
this sport,
definitely.
being a fighter,
Yes.
being the warrior of that sport circle.
Yes, definitely.
But I can't help but notice that a lot of your success comes from Your attitude.
Yeah,
Because like you said, like I love it, and I'm doing this because I like it.
The more we go at it in the ring, the more fired up I get.
You have a lot of.
That's a fight. That's a fight. That's a strong fighter.
Yeah. So
I take longer, 1 more second longer.
You want to just get all the juices out of that,
Yeah. And it's like I said, like I'll start, studying. I want to say, and once the fire starts increasing, you just got to put more in it, turn it off on.
Yeah. Well, we've seen how we noticed that before the fight, as you got in there, I saw like a little you went around all the corners like punching on. Is that like a sort of ritual that you start before every
bout? So actually, this is something my kids came up with. Obviously, the first thing that I do when I get in the ring is, say thanks to all the fans and everybody that made it to the actual fight.
Yeah.
So you will see me going, either blowing a kiss with the glove and everything.
Yeah.
But yes, after the fights, you'll see me shoot a tank. And it's gonna be a regular boom.
Yeah.
And that came from my kids. Dad, every single time you win, you gotta do the tank thing. I'm like, all right, I'll do the tank thing then. Now everybody's asking for it. I'm like, okay, so I'll do it since I come out.
You got the signature going.
Yes.
Yeah, when I saw him, I'm like, oh wow, this is like a little sort of like ritual. Like, okay, good luck, can't break the chain.
I thought he wanted to hit somebody else, but no, it wasn't.
It's the fight's over. He's called somebody else out. Boom. C4B, you're mine.
That viejito with a bell, you.
Drop that nacho, get in here, boy. Let's go.
I got another minute, 8 seconds.
I can go down and come back up.
Roll it again.
He doesn't make it fun for us, man. We spend 6 hours for him to fight, and we finish in 1 minute.
But it feels great.
But it feels
nonetheless.
It just says we've been doing our work. We've been putting our time in the gym. It's if you're not making it out there, you're just doing excuses. Honestly. Because if you're boxing, you got to train. You got to commit. You need to have that discipline in order to be up there and be fighting and doing well. Yes, you might have a natural born given, but it can only take you so far.
Yeah,
you need to put your time.
Definitely, because there's a risk in the ring. Because there's someone to say that you don't play fight.
No, you don't play fight.
Exactly.
No.
So you go in there training to condition yourself to the point that you come out untouched.
Yeah, it happened already once. Robert Salinas, shout out, brother. And I came out banged up and bruised up and everything, but it wasn't one of those like, oh man, they beat me up.
I wasn't there with him on that
because I took it as man. Whatever, I lost. But it's not the last time I'm gonna lose. We're gonna get up and keep on pushing, and now we're gonna overturn it and make it a win. Yeah. So we've been working on that.
And that's the attitude to have. That's what I was gonna ask. Like when you had that loss, did it increase your passion, or did it set you back a bit? Be like, oh no.
I think I was more nervous that fight. I want to say it was my second fight. It was my first fight because my first one was out there in Mexico. So my first fight here in U.S. Here in Bronzeville, and was in Harlingen. I came out and I think I want to say it was a lot of it played into it. It was full of people and everything, and it was my first fight here in this side. Debuting here in the US. So I want to say I came out too aggressive, trying to force something, and it goes back to what I said. I was fighting stressed and all that, and trying to do something. Trying to forcing it, and since then, it's take your time. If it comes, it comes. If not, hey, just take it a distance.
Yeah, just wait for that. Just wait for that opening, that magic moment where you just boom.
And you'll see it. Because you'll see that smile real quick.
Yeah. We were watching. We're like, oh,
I'm on to you now.
Yeah, definitely. And within that, minute was it?
Minute 8 seconds.
Minute 8 seconds.
Yes. Like you prove your point that you are the tank.
and he felt
that
hit, guys. and I don't take nothing away from him. But when he got knocked out, when he hit the mat,
Yeah.
you can see him trying to look to the coach, and he went like that.
No,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so the
No,
coach
I
didn't do that
I
up, but
heard
he
I heard your gloves.
he
man.
looked he
Yeah,
looked to
oh,
the
yeah.
side and his no, and then he just rested his arms on the ropes, and that's when the ref says, "Okay, you want to come out, then that's fine." So it wasn't. It was noticeable. I mean, again, it was his debut as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't get tired of saying this. I think Tang has proven whoever has want to fight with him has known that he is a fighter. He has a lot to go on, and there's more coming. There's Tang for more fights,
more call outs. All they got to do is get in line, pick a ticket.
Yep.
I'll call you then.
Take a number.
Take a
eh?
number and you'll get
He's
a
ready to face anybody.
Now serving?
Yeah. Like the government office. Now serving number 275.
Look at your number. Like,
You know what? There's a minute before lunch. Come on, you guys can have a
If you see some of the boxers, you want to take the number?
I can squeeze you in.
You know what? I got this
I
thing.
think they're calling me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he actually that was a pretty cool fight. You know, it started since our weigh-ins, even before that. You know, I was gonna get my head ripped off and all that. I was like, oh man, don't put more into it.
Oh, so he was already throwing gas on the fire.
Yeah, I was like,
the trash talk.
Just gonna
Really?
So, you know, my respect. You know.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's a sport we do, and it's a contact sport, and we got to do what we got to do, and
Hey, you just do your job, and that's what it was. Yeah.
I trash talk, but I run.
And you know what's me? Duérmelo. I heard that. I heard that.
Fue el coach.
Yeah.
I think that's how I think that's been my line in every fight.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody from the audience, but when you said it right now, I was like, wait, I think it was from you.
Yeah, it was me.
So, ¿de qué te ríes?
You're quietly.
Ya fue como le dije, ya duérmelo. Yeah, that was me. It gets pretty intense in that corner.
Night time, man.
Mimi's time.
And I think that's when you saw it. And
Yeah, because when you saw that opportunity, man, you went for it and boom, connected.
Definitely.
And like I was saying, we heard them gloves connecting.
Yeah,
we heard
I want to
it.
say it was about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
No,
10.
10.
And guys, again,
Those two
you know,
facts,
for all those fans that is gonna see this, a lot of people sometimes think that he's just punching. No, you know that's part of the training.
Yeah,
you know,
the combinations
because they don't see this and they see this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just punching like whatever.
Yeah.
No. He knows when to punch like that. He knows when to change it. He knows when to do the jab, the hooks, everything. Everything is trained for. He's not a boxer, a dirty boxer. He's gonna hit or punch because he knows when, and he knows when to do his combinations. All this goes into those camps.
How, when, why.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Definitely. And the type of fighter, like we seen from the highlights from the Joseph Garcia fight, I saw that you were like swatting down his jabs.
Yeah.
You were like swatting out, waiting for him to get frustrated until he opened up. And when he did, you just bam. Then that's when you like started with the hooks.
So it was a more close body punches.
Yeah.
You know, more or less before the fight, you'll know like if they're gonna come out aggressive or not.
Yeah.
I just go based from that, and that's one of my things that I won't let go till I see the opening. And obviously, I'm not gonna give it out there. You know, I do this. You know, but we'll be hunting for it during the fight.
Yes.
If it doesn't happen in the first round, it's gonna happen in the second or third, or fourth. You know, but it's gonna happen. And my part of the job is just stay conditioned and give y'all what you want.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to conditioning, like during your training, what's the hardest that you like? That part of your training? Which part? Like, is it the road work? Is it the diet? Is it the bag work? Is it the sparring?
We do
Or
the
they're all
roll.
together. They're all together.
I gotta hear this one.
You're like, all right, control, man. Don't give me
You're putting him on the spot, man.
Coach.
So we'll do our road work. We definitely do the running and everything. The dieting, I'll take it. I'll be doing diet all camp, and the only time that I'll probably like get away from it. I love cooking, I love doing barbecues and all that.
Ooh.
I like doing brisket and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see I'm big, that's why.
And that's
one of the things. After the fight, definitely I'm gonna, eat what I wanted during the camp.
Celebrate.
I want to celebrate,
Oh, yeah.
But
for one day.
Eventually, for about 3-4 days, and then I'll feel guilty and be like, Tony, you're getting too fat now. Like, let me go back to work.
Relaxation, I go back.
You saw at 9, I'm all like, you haven't done your road work.
Yeah, definitely. It does go like that.
But I can imagine your body too. It gets used to it, so sometimes you can't even enjoy it as much as you want to because your body's already used to it. You don't need as much.
And it's getting into that to where I have my plate. I'm not gonna finish this. I think none of this. I'm just gonna eat this, And it takes a lot, It just shows how much you want it. And
it becomes a part of you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, medically speaking, since you got into my field now, medically speaking is when you have that discipline of dieting. Obviously, Tank has gone, already for a year, a little bit over a year training, and having that discipline to moderate what he's eating. The basic anatomy, your stomach is going to start shrinking to go back to his normal size. So he won't, unless he forces again, right, to where he feels bloated because he's been eating, then his stomach is going to expand again. At this point, he has shrunk his stomach so much that's why when he sees those plates, he's like, I'll eat maybe this and this, but I don't think why. Because automatically his discipline in these sports has taken him to that point already to where he cannot eat as much. So it's part, and again, that's why I mentioned the fundamentals in the discipline is key to get this. And turkey, eat a whole turkey you want. Turkey is got good protein, right? Chicken, fish once in a while. Your beef, you need it at least once a week, once every 2 weeks, depending on how where he's going and what he's doing.
Probably the only time that I'll probably take into carbs, it's probably going to be the day before sparring. Either Tuesdays or
just
Thursdays.
To have that energy to burn off.
Yeah, to burn off. But other than that, I just try to keep on a protein one.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Definitely. So you would say it would be the diet then pretty much that's the hardest part.
No, man. I'll do workouts. You see the smaller guys doing the ladders, the ladder work and box jumps and everything. And you'll probably see it more on a skinny guy.
Yeah.
I can reach that height.
So
I know if I want to keep on doing it, reach those heights, I got to keep on training on it, keep on pushing on it. Because eventually, if you stop doing that workout, you're going to get bad at it and you're going to lose it, So it's those that you're trying to work out. My legs, I think we've worked them out so much. We're going to have legs for a couple of good rounds.
No, like we've seen in that round, like your footwork, it was never like, planted. No, you were moving around. You were like tickle toes, you were going around there. That's what I'm saying. Like we seen that as well. Like before the fight started, when you had arrived to the arena, I saw you were just like practicing going around each corner, just bam. So I'm like, okay, this guy's locked in. He's ready to. Yeah. He's ready to go. Yeah.
Yep.
So. We saw you even practicing before the whole start.
Before the thing.
Even before the whole start, we saw you working your
back
rounds.
there, and we basically is do our warm up. I gotta have a good warm up, definitely. It happened last fight. They're like, hey, your next. We're like, I haven't even warmed up. We'll go up there. We're like, man.
He was all chilling. I come in, I'm like,
against Chino.
There's no more fights. See, the trick is you never know how long the fight is going to last. So he's like, I'm at 2 more, Joe.
It's about 30 more minutes.
So he's all chilling. I'm like, hey, you next. He's like, what? So coach is taping them and little warm up and out we go, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, and you need to get a good warm up. Get your blood moving and everything.
Yeah, that's true. That what you had said, like you never know how long the other fights are.
Yeah.
Some quick,
Yeah,
some short.
Yeah.
But there's been like some bouts, like some fight nights, and you see the boxer. Oh, coming up next, you see the guy just warming up.
Yeah. And you know what? This past fights, we've had pretty good knockouts going on.
We did.
We've been getting at least out of the whole. We had how many? 15 fights.
This last one it was 16 fights.
16
60
fights.
fights, yeah.
And we clearly had about 6 of them, 5 or 6 knockouts,
including his.
Hey, that's a great show. If it's especially beginning of the show and then somewhere on the middle.
Yeah.
So it's an exciting fight, all the way.
Yeah, there were some barn burners there too.
Yeah.
They were just like
Boom, boom, yeah, going at
with
it.
the distance.
We had a draw, and it was a title fight. That fight went to war. It was a pretty cool fight.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yes, I know which one. Yeah.
That one was a hidden one too.
Yeah. That one's pretty cool. So yeah, this fights, they're getting exciting. Each fight we're getting a lot more crowd coming in.
Yeah.
And definitely like.
Oh yeah, we saw we saw everybody. It was full. I mean, the venue was big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
To
big
begin
venue.
with, it was a lot bigger than I thought. And then when we went in there, full seats, full house.
Yeah, full house.
Yeah, full house.
Easily about 3,000, 4,000
The crowd
people.
was electric. The crowd
Yeah.
was wild.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh yeah.
And everybody was into it. Yeah,
everybody was into it.
especially your fight. Like,
Especially your fight. Yeah, especially your fight. Yeah.
Well, Fighters and Rolos has right now they have one of the best entertainment shows, going on, and it was their 4th.
Yeah.
I think it was their 4th.
This is actually no. This is the 6th one they have here in
4th
SPI.
generation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So man, every show has been a step up.
It's something new,
Step up, step up.
Something
Come
new
on.
every show.
I know about 4 or 5 promotions here in the Valley.
Mhm.
I haven't seen one bring Ramon Ayala on the Plain Arena.
Yeah.
I haven't seen somebody actually get Paul Sr. to walk into the ring.
About 5,000-6,000 people in
Exactly.
Arena.
So,
Yeah.
that demonstrates the dedication they put in.
Mhm.
Again, the shout out Tony was given to them. Every show, they step up their game and they bring a hell of a show.
Mhm.
And I can guarantee you this coming fight is going to be no exception.
it's
It's going to be no exception. I know they have an ace under their sleeve
And-
Yeah.
and something good is
there's-
coming.
That's actually, I think that's a rematch with that title fight. There's gonna be a rematch on that fight. There's gonna be that one. It's probably gonna be a couple of more in the line.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Segundo con Regalito.
Regalito.
Segundo
And Regalito.
and
yeah.
Regalito. It was a draw. So the title's still vacant.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be.
So there's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
at least
two
a
vacant title
minimum
fights.
two already.
Yeah, two
With
or
you,
three,
yours
maybe.
and
2 or
his-
3, maybe.
yeah.
That's not the
Yeah.
ones they have not,
That
announced.
signed the
That we're aware of.
That
you
you're
know.
aware of.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
we're aware of.
At
Yeah.
least 2
At-
title
at the
fights
moment,
on that.
at the
Yeah,
moment
at the
right now,
moment,
yeah,
at least for sure.
There's probably
right now,
something else. We gotta talk to.
Well, my fight too. I'm gonna fight for a Whataburger.
Double patty,
Yeah.
bacon.
I'm gonna be in the parking lot.
Triple or nothing.
Triple or nothing.
Man, I beat
With a
the
side of
hell out of that
onion
burger.
So you see Tank inside, I'll be on the parking lot.
Complete knockout.
You'll be turning it up in the ring. You'll be carrying it up in the party.
En la corner con las fries abajo.
Mira, el rapper.
I can use it as a motivation. Tank.
Dale. I don't know
I
why this reminds me of the Big Daddy. With the McDonald's in the corner. He should be acquitted of all charges.
Oh man.
But boxing is fun, man. I mean, being in that corner, you are listening to all those hits from TV, from YouTube or from the crowd, but actually being there, you hear those. Oh,
No, it's different.
It's a
different,
different
yeah.
experience being there.
No,
Yeah, that's why we love to tell everybody
definitely.
go and support RGV
Yeah.
sports, especially boxing.
Boxing,
It's
yeah.
like
Support your local
nothing.
athletes.
Yes, it's
They
like
put their
nothing
heart
else.
and soul.
Once again, it's
They
gonna
sit in
be
the ring.
February 8th
Mhm.
at the Paint Arena.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss this.
Oh, no.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely not.
Two title fights at least. At
Yes.
least.
Yes.
Now, and I mean, last
probably
last
more.
month, it's probably
way
more.
And more to
At
come.
minimum.
And more to come.
And more,
Definitely.
yeah. And again, I mean, man, Rolos, they're crazy. I know they were trying to get 25 this last event, and I think I'm pretty sure, guys, they're gonna try to do it again.
Mhm.
Yeah, 20.
Their goal is to get 20. If they do,
Mhm.
it'll be one of the biggest events in the
Done.
whole RGV in boxing.
I
Como
already
decimos
thought
en
16 was a
español.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 is a lot.
It's a long
It's
show,
long-
you
it's
know.
a long show.
It's
Una
a long show.
cartelera
Yeah.
de 10 peleas para arriba ya es mucho.
Mhm.
Estás hablando de 20 peleas
Mhm.
en la cartelera.
Hey, but you're getting your money's worth.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So I tell people,
Mhm.
you have 20, you have 10 or more fights,
Uh-huh.
go enjoy it, because I guarantee you there's going to be more than 3 title fights.
Mhm.
You know what a title fight means? It means war.
Yeah, it's
In that ring.
It's to be a war.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know, so yeah, you can't miss it, guys.
It's
Go.
gonna be a
Definitely.
show.
It'll be
Definitely a
definitely a
show.
war. Yes, definitely
Yeah.
a show. And then you already said how many? Like 16 or 20 fights already?
Yeah.
This past one was about 15,
15,
16.
16
That's
fights.
what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, that's already a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
25.
Like 20
And I'm
fights.
gonna say this now
Like,
because a lot of the
wow.
boxers
Uh-huh.
decided not to go, not from Rolos and Fighters Promotion, not from there, but some of the other opponents
Yeah.
that they had agreed.
Yeah.
They decided to at the end.
Not
You know,
make it.
Sebastian was one of them. Sebastian had his opponent. I believe at the end he decided. He said no. Sebastian's opponent.
Yeah.
So then that's one that drops, right? But
Yeah.
again, still 16 fights.
That's a,
That's
that was
a lot.
that's still a lot.
That's still a lot. That's still a lot. Yeah,
Uh,
definitely still a lot.
That's
Imagine
more.
20.
That's more show to enjoy.
Yeah, more short enjoy.
That's a-
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would like.
Hey,
said,
who knows? Tank might be the main event.
no,
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Heavyweight main event bout.
Yeah.
That sounds.
That would be something
Like
that.
Paul Mike Tyson.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
Yeah.
That's a long way.
No.
No, don't listen. I don't want to be the last one. It's a long wait. You're gonna probably have to wake me up for get your gloves on. Nah,
Hey, it's never too late, man. Be
No,
the main
no,
event,
Definitely. No.
and that's what we're aiming. You know, hopefully we get to be the main event
And I
on
get-
one of those.
That's what I was gonna actually go towards next. Like,
Yeah.
what I know you have this, title fight, coming up, but what is your goal? What is your goal that you guys as
Yeah.
a team, your goal?
so I started this. I was thinking of only having one fight, and we won. Went to the
Fight,
second
fight,
one, we lost, and then we won again, and we won again, and
And we
now
won
it's
again.
yeah,
Won
and once
again.
again, now it's
And we're gonna
becoming
win again.
yeah, and we're gonna win again,
Yeah.
and now it's becoming something that I would like to go out there.
Mhm.
I can definitely compete here in the valley.
Mhm.
I want to see at what level am I going to be out there,
Yeah.
and
Vegas, here we come.
You never
yeah.
know.
That's a
and
determination to have.
and yeah, definitely, because I don't go on what's going to be in a couple of years. No, I'll go on tomorrow. Tomorrow we fight. That's it.
Mhm.
Go another week. You have another fight. Let's go.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm focusing on, and my main focus is get ready for what's next.
Take it fight by fight.
Yeah.
Take it 5 by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get one call, maybe one day, we'll discuss it with our team, and we got to go out there. We'll go out there, and we can make it happen.
It's awesome to hear.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome. That's a heart of a champion
Yeah.
right there. Definitely.
Because I mean, even your fights even before, like let's say like 16.
Yeah.
There was title fights, but you know what? Yours, even though it wasn't, it was still
Felt like one.
great. But yeah, it was a great fight
It was a great
nonetheless.
fight, yeah.
So you see, even when the title's not on the line, you know what I mean. You give it your all, you give it, and you put up a show. That's awesome.
Like an actual title. Like
Yeah.
a title fight, yeah.
Like you train for it, you show it. Like,
Yeah.
seriously. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know you say like that's how you're supposed to train. Like every fight was, a
Like
title
if it was
fight.
a title fight,
But yeah.
Yeah.
And we've seen the intensity and the fire that you put in. Like Freddie was saying earlier, the impact we could hear it. Yeah, like the connection. Like you dried him. Like that's how hard you hit him.
Twice his shotgun shell.
Yeah, when he landed, he was dry completely. You knocked him clean out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Censor. He knocked on that. Dried out.
Yeah, it dried out. Yeah.
I thought it was Super Smash Bros. Fucking punch.
Again, the great shows. I mean, that's what he trains for. And again, this is not the end. I mean, this is what you're gonna see in every fight.
Yeah.
You see something different in every fight. I switch it up.
100%.
Yeah, that's good, and that's good to keep guessing because they study film and that they'll study your I know. I see my own fights and I see what all my errors. I'm messing up. That
here.
was the next question. Like you watched your errors and okay,
definitely. We'll go. I'll definitely watch my fight easily 10 times, 20 times before I go back in the ring and not back in the ring before I go back in the gym and correct those errors. And definitely every fight we come out with something different.
Definitely. Well, that's good. That's good. You always go in with a new arsenal, a new combination.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. New different conditioning. You
yes.
more in the tank.
Yeah, I'm more in the tank.
More in the tank.
Different shells.
Different shells.
Yeah, armor piercing. Yeah. See, that's what we're going for.
No, that's good. That's good. Then, with that whole title shot now, do you feel like it's going to be more intense now, the training and the conditioning?
It might probably.
You're already training for it.
Yeah, I'm already training for it, and it's. I try not to stress over it. If it happens, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, I'm still training for it.
Yeah. So training for the fights,
and it just gives me even more reasons to show you all that I deserve.
Oh,
I get my question will be because training is one thing I know, but like also adapting to the fighter, that you're gonna pit, and also seeing studying your fighter and everything. When will they let you know?
Yeah.
Who for sure?
Probably this week.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's soon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that way, because that's another thing. Yeah, you're training and everything, but like in every fight, you have to adapt to your fighter, of course, and you have to.
There's never going to be adaptation to a fighter. Never. You got to remember, you train to fundamentals.
No.
Give an example. He might be shooting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He already knows they're going to do this after the third one.
Yeah.
Is the fighter going to do the same thing? No.
We just go
again. Goes back to
studying them.
Discipline.
As the fight goes on, you're gonna see their weaknesses. You're gonna see like, hey, you know what? He has a strong punch, strong jab, strong hook. I gotta watch out for that. And we gotta do our job. We gotta fake him into coming down. We gotta do this.
It comes down to strategy.
It's a strategy. You gotta make them play your game.
Yeah.
So to you, it's not that interesting to know who you're fighting. It's just
honestly, I wouldn't want to
No,
not really.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, not really. Because then I'm gonna be waiting for that. I'm gonna be waiting for that shot, and I'm gonna be catching my own self on it. So I just rather let's go as we go.
Just go by what your coaches tell you.
So knowing this will not change your regimen or anything.
After the first round, I can go back to my corner. Hey, coach, look at me, though. Oh, this.
They don't even last a round.
Whenever it does.
What if he calls a timeout?
Challenge the play. Oh, there's no
Flag.
Unnecessary roughness.
No, pero no, definitely. If it comes to that, we'll go back to our corner. Hey, coach, what do you have to work on? You do this. Then we Yeah, definitely. We'll adapt to it. We'll adapt to whatever situation we're gonna go against.
Oh, that's good.
And again, the same thing he's doing in the ring. Obviously, coach, myself, we're gonna be down here, right? Seeing what the fighter is doing. If for any reason one of those punches land on him, we're gonna see how hey, you know what, he's doing this and this and this. Coach is gonna, probably review that strategy. Okay, we're gonna do this and this. Now remember this. That's how the training comes in place. Hey, now you gotta do this and this because coach is seeing this and this happening in the ring, right? Yeah. So again, thank God right now, no fights have last more than a minute, 10 minutes, 15, right? He's been victorious. But again, we also looking what the fighter is
I've
doing
gone
on
the
the ring.
distance, como quiera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've gone the distance. Shout out to Mo. It was a
Oh, in the
great fight.
boxing.
We went the 4 rounds and it was a really exciting fight. Boy had a lot of speed and he moved and everything. And thankfully we came out with the victory and everything, and then we won. But it was after a fight where I went out there lost because of my conditioning. I didn't think I put enough into it. But definitely on that third fight, it was almost all my camp was run, and it showed off. At the end of the night.
And that's because somebody was chasing him.
Why?
In the car.
Oh, coach has done that.
Oh,
Yeah. When, hey, coach, I'm gonna go for a run. And I'm like, okay. And then I'll hear the truck, or I'll just see him distant, like, oh, this guy's actually watching if I'm doing my run. And then we'll stick there, like, hey, you're going too slow. All right, let me pick it up a little bit more. And hey, I'm on my way back already. But yeah, he's one of those that he will go check if I'm doing my run.
He's a hell of a coach.
He's a hell of a coach. He's concerned about
Old school.
He wants the best.
Yeah,
because he sees it in you and all of the best. And well, here it goes. The title fight.
Pull out everything.
Yeah.
Title fight in the horizon.
Yeah. I think I got a lot more to show. I haven't reached that peak yet. I think I'm not even at 50. I think the more weight I lose, the more condition I get, the more I'm gonna offer for everyone. My fans and everything. So I don't think we're even halfway there. I think we got a lot more show.
This is just the beginning.
Just scratching the surface, barely. Scratching the surface.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. That is exciting to see.
No, that's very exciting to
Very
see.
exciting.
It's just start, and you know what? We see the same reason why we wanted to go ahead and talk to you, because we see the potential and everything.
Yeah.
And Pete, that's what people want to see, and you give the people what they want to see, and on top of that, you deserve that, and like you said, you have a lot more to give, and we don't doubt it. We definitely don't doubt it.
No.
Got a lot more.
A lot more coming.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up the show, you want to give a shout out to your social media? Where can we find you, man?
Yes, of course.
So the social media right now that we're working on for Tank, the gym and everything, is Joe Rocky Podcast. Yes, it's been going on since 2017. Lately, we've been using it again for Tank to promote all his fights. Again, there's a lot of people that the way economic is right now is hard, guys. A lot of people cannot attend to this kind of shows, or the distance itself, right? So,
yes.
Exclusive also for you all. Tank has reached all the way to Miami.
Nice.
Yes, Colorado.
Colorado, Miami, Arkansas, Mexico, Kansas City, Spain, Italy. I belong to a team in TikTok, Banter Brothers. Shout out to my brothers from Arms. We actually planning an event for Tank on TikTok.
Oh, nice.
I'm one of the leaders of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, shout out to them, because we came together, to make sure people from over there see these fights. Mm-hmm. Again, and that's the reason we're trying to also promote the channel, because those people are actually becoming sponsors as well for Tank. So they're going to be able to see these fights on YouTube live. Again, Joe Rocky Podcast. Shout out to all the sponsors, the ones that are returning and the ones that are, coming to become sponsors. Thank you to you all, right? To Tailgate 956 for this opportunity, to give a chance to Tony, to the team. Sorry, guys, Coach couldn't be here today, but thank you for opening the doors, to people to know you, audience, to know Tony, and what he's all about, his experience, his story as a boxer. Again, you all mentioned it earlier. It's very important for people to know that RGV has talent,
Yeah.
and this is
definitely.
approved, right? We all of us are hardworking people, yet we find time to do what we love: podcasting,
Yeah.
boxing, family time. So this is right here, guys. The proof that if you do what you love, you can be successful.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on our show. Like, it's great to have, like I said, RGV athletes coming in here to show that, hey, there's potential here and there's greatness here in the valley. Not to look us over, and we were honored for you guys to come on our show and talk about your career, talk about future plans,
Yes.
and also like social media like connections and all that. That's wonderful, and we can't wait to have you on the show again.
Oh, definitely.
It'll be awesome, like before, where we can have the title, because that's how much
Right here.
Yeah, we got it.
The title will be right here.
Yeah, right before the title, or after you get the title, we'll have it right here on Tailgate 956. We're excited, and we can't wait to February. Can't get here soon enough.
Just imagine it already
Right here.
It's
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
It's gonna cover the sign here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll
Put it
hold
right there.
it up.
Hold it up.
Put that
Yeah,
there.
we'll put it up there.
Yes, sir.
Well, once again, guys, I am Rene Garza Jr.
I'm Freddie Guevara.
and
Tony the Tank Martinez.
And Joe Gonzalez, Cutman.
this has been another awesome episode of Tailgate 956, and we'll see you at the next tailgate. Now, let's go. Bye-bye. Yeah.
He does, man.